Now, this continues to be one of the craziest cases, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over now. Don't know if you guys are caught up, but, you know, recently they had announced that David is finally being considered a suspect in the Celeste Rivas case. Now, boy, I tell you, it's like, it's more and more details just keep coming out, and you just like, damn, what the hell is going on? Celeste Rivas' body found in frozen state. Cause of death may never be determined. That is huge. Of course, they can, you know, investigate and find out who was behind this, but just saying that the cause of death may never be found is like, or determined is crazy. It says Celeste, and please excuse my reading because there's certain words that I'm trying not to say if I see them, all right? But it says here, Celeste Rivas' body had been frozen. As a result, it looks the, oh, they worded that wrong, but it says, they forgot to put looks like, all right? It looks the LA County Medical Examiner will not be able to establish a cause of death. Sources directly connected to the investigation tells TMZ. According to those sources, the medical examiner received the body in horrendous condition. It was decapitated, and while the torso was intact, the limbs had been removed and cut into multiple pieces. We all knew that already. We're told all the body parts were frozen and had apparently been thawing out while sitting in David's Tesla. Remember, David's vehicle had not been moved for several days when it was parked on Hollywood Hill Street near his rental home, which resulted in getting towed and then the body being found. As TMZ reported, Celeste's body was in such bad shape initially, investigators did not know if it was male or female. When the body was received by the ME's office, the initial determination was this was a victim of a apparent homicide, but our sources say the ME is now having trouble establishing an official manner or cause of death, and it will most likely be undetermined. That's crazy. Unless, you know, how sometimes when they finally come out and confess and say, but I don't know if you know, if you're going to believe it or not, but unless they actually come out and say what exactly happened and how it happened, you know, whoever they end up charging for this. Other sources connected to the investigation tell TMZ the LAPD's robbery homicide division is viewing Celeste's death as a homicide, and even if the official cause of death is undetermined, authorities can move forward with an arrest. Yes, that's good to know. TMZ broke the story. David is now considered a suspect in Celeste's death. What's more, TMZ has learned there is a second suspect who authorities believe helped David in the dismemberment of Celeste's body. They said, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Mark appeared on the most recent Two Angry Men podcast and said he knows the name of the second suspect, and authorities have told him this person might have been involved before, during, and after Celeste's death. TMZ also broke the story. A critical part of the case involves a trip investigators say David took to a remote area of Santa Barbara County in the middle of the night back in the spring, where he spent 2 hours. If Celeste's body was taken to that area months before it was discovered in LA, it seems the operating theory is the body parts were put in some sort of freezer for a long time before it ended up in David's Tesla in late summer. So that's the article that I'm reading. I want to go to this video. I'm not going to play it. I just want to look at the actual comments on it and see what people are saying. Let me see here. This just getting more and more insane. Decapitated, chopped up, and frozen. Rest in peace, Celeste. This man needs to be arrested ASAP. This is insane. A lot of people are saying, oh my God, that poor girl. He should have been in jail, prison. Like, it's going to be very interesting to me to see how, if, or whatever, moving forward, if he's like somehow, some way weasel himself out of this, you know, and like I told y'all before, this stuff gets deep. A lot of people are saying it could be a sacrifice. I don't know that to be true. All I'm saying is, like, somebody did it, and I feel like somebody knows who that person is. The thing is somebody gonna take the fall for somebody? You know, that's what where my brain is going. It says that means that the private investigator could be right when he said that the last known picture of Celeste was found around January 2025. This is insane. Someone said, I just saw an article that said David's brother and his manager are being looked at as his helpers. Sheesh. Yeah, man, this is getting, this is literally probably going to be, when all said and done, this is probably going to be a damn something you're going to see on Netflix. I'm getting that vibe from this, just how crazy this story is getting, and it's dealing with a musical artist, and, you know, a documentary for sure. Said he needs to be off the street. Yeah, just a lot of, this is unreal. It's getting bizarre. It's getting crazier. You know, I for a while, I had stopped posting videos because the stuff that had been coming out, it just seemed like everybody was repeating themselves. It wasn't no new breaking news. It wasn't this, it wasn't that. And, you know, I don't know if people were like clickbaiting in their titles, but like you watch a video and it was nothing there. So this does seem to be some breaking news here for sure. I just think they gotta really dig deep, man, and get to the bottom of this, because we already know, like, in the industry, when people got money, people will confess to things that they didn't do to take the fall for someone else. You know, we've seen that a lot. So all I'm saying is, I ain't saying David did it, but if he did do it, will we ever know? Because we can sit here and speculate and point the finger at him all we want, but until they get on that news, or you see this dude in handcuffs or just something like that, you know, because if they be like, they found the person or they found the two people and it's not David, I'm gonna be like, I'm kind of scratching my head just from all the evidence and the music and the songs and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be weird, man. But hey, appreciate you guys coming over and watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Who do y'all think could be involved? Who could this second person be? The brother, the manager? Comment below. Peace out.